All right, everybody. Hey. We are going live, setting up everything to allow everybody to come in. Happy Sunday, number one, to everybody. I hope you are enjoying today and have had a good day and made something of it. Today's topic is going to be pretty good on our end. And we are really just at a point where it's topics that we really need to discuss, and it's going to bring, my hope, a lot of awareness and education to people, but also a lot of insight. So I'm looking forward to today. This is going to be one for the books, I think we can say. And I will make sure that everyone here on the platform is introduced properly and nobody shortchanges themselves today. So we are going to give our production team in the background to make sure that Instagram is set up properly. I see Facebook is set up. Facebookers, as you are coming in, please make sure that you are not only dropping where you are from and your name, but any community outreach awareness that you want us to target, that you want us to shout out, that we are doing those things, okay? And that is simply because we want to make sure that we use our platform and that we're responsible with our platform. So, as you guys are coming in, please make sure you are doing those things. All the righties in. Is Instagram good? All right. So today is Sunday, June the 7th. And for those of you that are new to this platform, my name is Tiffany. I am a social worker by trade. I've worked in the social services industry for a very, very long time. And just over time, I found myself at a place where I really just wanted to give more of myself. And giving more of myself including creating this platform to be able to bring more awareness, more insight, and more education to the community about topics that we're talking about amongst ourselves, at the kitchen table, at the beauty shop, at the barber shop, and just a place where we can continue conversations beyond what we're doing in the privacy of our own home and in intimate settings. So today we have with us probably our biggest collaboration that has surfaced since we've had Tiff Talks.
I agree.
And that is collaborating with In the Lab podcast. So we have these gentlemen here, these strong black men that's going to engage in the conversation. And today we're going to be talking about leveraging black business, which I personally feel is the perfect time to talk about these things. We've seen it not just in regards to the pandemic, but also in regards and in light of Mr. Floyd's death. So today we're going to be talking about leveraging black business, and here to my right I have my partner in crime in business, Kinshay Saxton. I'm going to give her the opportunity to start off our introductions today, and we're going to allow these black men to introduce themselves as well. Go ahead, Shay.
Hey y'all, it's me, Kinshay.
Is that your introduction?
Hey.
It is. I was gonna say owner and operator of everything me.
Straight to the point.
You don't like my introduction?
No, I think you should give more. The people need to know who you are.
Because you know what? You normally behind the camera.
Yes.
You normally behind the scenes.
Yes.
So, people want to know the person behind the scenes.
Yeah. So go ahead and introduce yourself for us in a proper way so I don't have to introduce you all. So Pops don't have to introduce you.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna try this again. Hey y'all, it's me, Kinshay. I am the production manager. I am the co-host for Tiff Talks. I am a staff director for 2 churches. I have my own t-shirt business.
Okay.
I have no kids.
You gonna throw that out there?
Single.
Throwing it out there.
And yeah, that's about it.
See, we didn't know that. We didn't know that. I didn't know
So
that.
they might get you a couple DMs.
You gotta put your Instagram out there and everything. Networking.
And what about you, gentlemen? If you would introduce yourselves this evening.
Okay, I'm Jack in the Lab Live podcast. And my co-host, I have Speakeasy.
Yes.
That's the political one.
Okay.
And I have my other co-host, Ambush.
Okay.
That's the radical one.
Radical ratchet.
All pro-black. Yeah, pro-black. With everything pro-black you want to talk about. He's really knowledgeable on a lot of black issues. Like we have to calm him down a little bit, but it's good for the culture.
Okay. As long as it's good for the culture.
It's good for the culture.
All right, so that's what matters. And today we're going to be talking about the culture. So this is the perfect time for you to be radical, okay? So I'm sure today will be filled with a lot of insight, a lot of feedback. So I want to make sure that you guys are not only chiming in, but also taking notes, making sure that you are jumping in our comment section below and asking any questions or concerns that you may have as well. And we will be sure to try our very best to get to them, okay? So for me, and really kind of tackling this topic, it was something that we kind of started talking about at the barbershop.
Right.
And I would have to say it happened maybe about a year ago, right?
Right.
But since then, there's been so much more that's gone into it. So when we talk about black business, we're not only talking about black business as it relates to currency, as it relates to the dollar, but also black wealth, black riches. We talking about the culture. We talking about black business as a whole. And today, I wanted to start off just talking about how the pandemic has affected us as a culture. And we know, like, the unemployment rate is like above and beyond, through the roof.
Yeah.
And with it being like outrageous or whatever, that has really impacted us as a culture, us as a people. But my question is, what do you feel that has done and what that's meant to the black community to be at this point where we are, as the critics and as the news reports have said, we're in just as great as times as we were during the Great Depression?
You want to take it? You want me to start off?
You start off now.
Well, what's going on now? You have three parts. You have the protesters, you have the looters, and you have the rioters.
Right.
The protesters are all about for what's right.
Yeah.
Trying to make a change. The looters, they are depressed and suppressed because that's why they're going out and get it, because they're going out and go steal because they don't have it.
Right.
And a lot of them don't know any better because they always tried to have it all their life. And then once they get it, some kind of way, America takes it back from them. Like, we're not supposed to have that. So you're talking about a whole community that's depressed. So they go in with that aggravated mindset because they've been beat by cops. They've been pulled over by cops. They've been, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that they get, it's like an aggravation. Then you have the you got the looters, you got the riders. The riders, they're just people that want to be heard. Like, they're speaking out.
Yeah.
No justice, no peace. They
Right.
riding because they want white America to pay attention to them. So what happens is they just, when you put it all in the hole, it's not only us.
Yeah.
So when you put it all in the hole, it really affects us, because by them, the whole community being affected by the rioting and the looting, what they don't understand is it affects the whole community. Because you got your neighbor that might have had to go to work at Target. Now they don't have a job.
Yeah.
So now, that since not only the pandemic, it rolled off into the rioting and the looting and sent unemployment at an all-time high.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let my co-host, Ambush, ride off of that one.
All right, my point of view is, well, for me, sitting back looking, we have to be humans first. Humans, take the race out of it, let's be humans, and have some humanity for people.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, after that, little do we know, we spend the most money. So if we're not spending no money,
Right.
America's finna shut down.
Yeah.
Because our dollars come out of our community
That's
quicker
true.
than anybody else's.
Yeah.
Very true.
So you might want to keep us working. You might want to keep us going. You
Right.
might want to do some changes, social justice changes and
Yeah.
changes, period. Because if not, you about to get something that you ain't ready for.
Yeah.
And today's generation, they ain't trying to hit it, turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
They about that business. And
Yeah.
then they're not separated like we used to be. Black over here, they all hang out with each other.
Yeah.
They straight, white, black, Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? They all hang out with each other.
Yeah, so they really not understanding.
They understand it's like, look, man, I eat with this man every day.
Yeah.
This is my friend.
Yeah.
So you have to have some compassion. So if you don't have no compassion, we're gonna tear it down.
Yeah.
Tear it down and rebuild it.
And one thing that I can say, and I've been fortunate enough because I work in the healthcare industry, I've been fortunate enough to be an essential employee and be able to maintain employment.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've seen is during this time is giving us the opportunity to truly show our support for each other. Like you said, not only are we working together, we eating together, and if we're gonna tear down together, we're gonna rebuild together. And I've seen a lot of like our generation, people that have been out of work because of the pandemic, take this time to really invest in their own hustle.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was doing something on the side before, now I got more time to do more on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a friend who is an employment, and not an employment, but an apartment agent. And her apartments, cut back on their hours. But she also do hair on the side. So she started doing more hair on the side. And then when it came to a point where it became more so about social distancing, she started making masses. So these are three things that she is working on collectively at the same time, generating the income. Yeah. So I feel that this has put us in the position to really, number one, support each other and show our support for each other, but also to build a new level of hustle. And that's one thing we really, as a people, need to show, prove, and be given, the opportunity to do.
But you know what?
I think.
Go ahead. You haven't spoken. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say we need to basically prepare for the worst because what we're seeing right now with unemployment, this is not the worst.
Yeah.
This is not the worst. Right now, business owners are going into their pockets and into their savings accounts to help keep their business afloat and so forth, and help keep as many employees as they can. But soon they're going to start going out of business. Going out of business sale, we closing, going out of business, and every week it's going to be more and more and more and more and more. And so that's when the unemployment numbers are really going to skyrocket. I think that's one reason why the protests are as huge as they are. These people don't have anywhere else to go. They're not going to school. They're not going to work.
Yeah.
So I might as well go out and protest. I'm mad too. These same people, they were already upset, or should I say all of us, we were already upset about this stuff for years, but, I have to go to work this morning. I have a midterm exam today. So you put that first, but now they don't have anything to do, so
you have no reason not to focus on that.
And to write out what you were saying, you have two different types of people. You have people that will say like a stimulus check. They would take that stimulus check and invest back into their business or invest into their hustle. But you have the other people that will go out and buy guns, TVs, spend on bundles of hair, and they look at that as free money. Me myself, I'll be honest, I got the stimulus check, but I invested back in my barbershop. I ain't spend none of that on me. I went and put it in the barbershop. They owe us that anyway.
Well, you don't spend that.
Exactly.
You can't go to the club, so you don't need to go be getting your hair done, your nails done, all that.
If your significant other don't know what you look like by now,
they went to the $500 down car lot and went and got them a car.
That they gonna lose.
How you gonna pay that note? You don't have a job.
Seriously.
This basically took the place of the income tax check.
Basically,
I didn't think about it that
way. It was a mini income tax. I see it every day because my barbershop is in the hood. So I saw how they moved. They went about guns. They went about big screen TVs, laptops, that they're going to end up back funding again with that little $1,200. Instead of investing in a lucrative hustle, they went about fancy things and fashionable things.
The government going to take that money back next year.
I heard these girls talking, I spent $800 on this hair.
You need $800 hair.
Like for real? Are you serious?
And I think that's where the mindset comes in.
Absolutely.
Where a lot of people, like you said, think of it as free money. And I personally feel like the government knew what they were doing when they opened.
Thank you.
And this is just my personal, and I can't say anything for anyone else's opinion, but my personal opinion is the government knew what they were doing. You're right. We didn't close down everything. We're not making money. So let us give you some money so we can get this money back.
Because they know our people are going to spend it. They know they're going to spend it right back.
They know where consumer goods are going to go to. They know we release it to the black community first.
Yeah,
it's gonna trickle right back to it.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's gonna trickle right back. I'm talking about right back, immediately right back to it. They don't want us to do what he said, open business.
But I said it the other day. I said it to my wife. I said a lot of people don't like Trump, but he knew what he was doing, because if you pay attention, every store is full right now. He's a businessman. He's really not a president.
He's very calculated.
He's not a calculator. There you go. He's a businessman. He's not a president. He's a businessman. And what he's doing, he flattened the economy to bring it back up.
Yeah, that's true.
Whether you agree with him or not,
I don't like on
that's what he did.
Can't stand on
That's what he did.
But he got it jumping.
Yeah.
He got it jumping in
Everybody's
his favor.
spending money right now.
Yeah.
He got it jumping in his favor.
Yeah. And it's not going to nothing unnecessary, because he shut the clubs down.
Yeah.
So he left the stores and the Home Depots and all that.
You can't go buy no bottle. No, you got to pay your rent now. You got to go pay that rent.
Yeah.
And then take that money.
Yeah.
Go invest it into.
He did
Even if you
no
don't want to do the business, if your kid has an idea or you got a friend that has, this is what we have to stop doing. We have to stop hating on each other.
Yeah.
If you got
We just said that.
and I want to commend you for your platform, and I thank you for having us on here.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
If you have, we got to work together. We can't, like, this man has hired me to do catering jobs for him 1,000 times. This man's family has hired me. I didn't cook for
right.
for your husband.
Right.
But I'm saying, in return, when I got a function, I hired it, and I don't ask for a discount. He don't tell me. Pay what I when I set my price, he pays me my price. When he set his price, I pay him his price. But we friends, and we helping the dollar come through our community.
Yeah. And that's what Shay and I was just talking about, and we actually had a conversation about this amongst ourselves as friends. We had a celebration for our children for graduation, and it's something that we as a peer group and that I love is when it comes down to us, when we show up for each other, we show up for each other.
Yeah.
Whether it's to celebrate, whether it's to go through hard times, where it's support, we show up for each other. So we put our dollars and our investments back into each other. If I got a friend that has this business, then I'm putting my money there because I'm investing in my friend. And I'm not asking for a discount. I'm not asking, can I get the $5 free special? I'm not doing it. I'm doing the full price because that's what I'm supposed to do as a friend.
Do you know how many people do that?
Man.
You know how many people, me as DJing and being a barber all these years, you know how many people frown on me when I tell them my price?
You know how many people tell me?
It be us though.
Yeah. And I just said that.
It be us.
Man, it really do, because I give other races my price and I have no problem.
Yeah.
Mr. Ambush.
Oh, thank you.
That's all you charge.
Right check.
Write the check or send me. I send them my cash app or I send them my PayPal. I send it. I get my money
But you know why we do that? Systematic.
Yeah. And I think, Shay, you had some really good notes about why we don't, because like you said, there's some people that don't support. And I from my perspective, I want to know, like, why don't people support? Or why do you feel people will start supporting and don't support it ultimately?
I think it's like attitudes, communication. Like when you went to go get your nails, supposed to get your nails done.
Yeah.
And she said yes, but then somehow she said no. The communication was off.
Yeah.
Or we all want to get somewhere, but because I don't want to see him eat if I don't eat.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we're gonna secure the bag, let's do it together.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more opportunity when we all do it.
Yeah.
Versus me doing it by myself. It's gonna take longer, and I may not get to where I want to go.
Right.
It's just so much success in helping her. Tiffany, social worker. I might need something. Let me invest into Tiffany.
Right.
Daycare, Jen. I may need to take my kids there. I mean, I don't expect a discount, but if we all together and do it together, I feel like we will come up together.
Right.
You know what I see? The problem is it's like we divided. We always run competition. I always run competition. It's all good long as you don't have no money. But I got some. But let you get some and we both got it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that disease is, but something about that. I don't like her no more because she can't have what I got.
It's called.
And I'm not built like that, but there's a lot of us that are.
They conditioned us since they brought us over here to compete with each other.
Slave mentality.
Slave mentality. Like the lighter skins were welcome in the house. Darker skins were outside the house. So I'm just excuse my name.
I don't know.
Don't you cuss.
No, I'm not gonna with the field niggas against house niggas.
Yeah.
The house niggas knew how to read a little bit. Master might have taught him because that's his child. That's his stepchild.
Yeah.
He ain't claiming it, but that's it. So they always competed against each other. The bigger the males made them fight with each other.
Yeah.
To break us down mentally.
And then they took our women.
And on top of that, they took it to where we couldn't protect our women. And I'm hard on women. But you know why I'm hard on women? Because y'all are the backbone of our nation. Y'all are the backbone to keep us going. It's never been a problem. Most times back in the days, I never got it with the feminist movement. We never downplayed our women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our women always knew what they place was, not their place, but they always knew what they were doing in our home.
Right.
So when they broke us down, they still doing it. They still
Took away from our family.
Took us away from our family. Then you on housing, so now the daddy can't stay with his kids. So now you got a male child. He don't know how to be a male.
Yeah.
All he's seeing is what he's seeing on the street.
Yeah.
It's just it might be the mom. He might have two sisters. So
right.
he don't know what it is to be a man. He don't know how to conduct himself as a man because ain't no man teaching him how to be a man.
Yeah.
So it goes deep. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a one part answer. It goes deep.
And you can't blame all that on the government.
No, I don't blame the government.
That comes with us bringing.
Knowing nothing.
Yeah.
If you always say, if you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when you know better, it shouldn't be 3 generations still on housing. Somebody want to get out of there.
Yeah.
I know somebody.
Yeah.
Grandmother, mama, dollar, everybody on housing.
Everybody. Then the daughter, the mama daughter, she 15. She about to be on housing.
Yeah.
And then you commend that shit.
teaching that.
You commending the crap.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, nobody wants to. Everybody wants to stay in Winston Square. Everybody wants to stay in Greenhouse. I mean, Guns Point. Everybody wants. This is what we want to be.
Life
But that goes back to that mindset.
No offense to
not
Winston Square, you know what I'm saying, but
I think we need not focus on those who don't support. You know, if they don't want to support, fine, just keep moving.
They'll catch the bandwagon sooner or later.
Yeah, they'll catch it sooner or later. Cast a broader net. Cast a net to not just have black customers, but have white customers, Hispanic, Asian.
Yeah.
We running a business.
When Michael Jordan put out his shoes, they were $100 when they first came out.
They were 75 because when they first came out.
Well, once you add on taxes and all, you basically unspent the bill. But he took a lot of heat from black people talking about, oh, black people can't afford to pay $100 for shoes. Why they cost so much? And blah blah. Michael Jordan stuck with his pricing because he wasn't just trying to get black people to buy his shoes. He was trying to get everybody.
You said Republicans buy shoes too?
Thank you.
We got mad at him. We got mad at him for it, but it's true.
You have black people. You have black people that
that
wear Cohans. You have black people that wear Cohans. Those are not cheap. You have black people that wear Johnson and Murphy. Those are not cheap.
Yeah.
And so if you can pay it to them, you can pay it to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But he stuck with that, and look what he's doing now. You can go to the hood. You can go to high schools in the hood, middle schools in the hood, and you will see children with Jordan shoes on.
Yeah, that's true.
And as soon as a parent has a child, the first thing they want to do,
Go by Joe.
get that baby a pair of Jordans.
And we're gonna live right there. We're gonna let Tiffany get back on here. You know, because we'll run.
Sorry,
we'll run.
We're
gonna let Tiffany host us. We'll run.
Well, I wanted to chime in on what you were saying about focusing more on making sure that we're building a brand or building a product that is presented to everyone, that's marketable to everyone. And then, I mean, I'm a fairly new business owner, but when it comes down to doing those things, how do we build those trusting relationships so that our product and that our marketing is trustworthy across all dynamics?
Well, you mean amongst each other, or
amongst each other, but also
outside.
because when I think about the black dollar, I think about the minorities as well. So I'm thinking about my Latinos who buy into our community, who buy into their community. I mean, you don't know how much money I spend at La Tapatillas, you know.
Right, exactly.
So
Exactly.
For me, I think it's first of all, let's just stop calling it black business. We're a business.
Business.
Thank
Okay.
you.
We're a business.
Okay.
So let's have the stuff that we claim we're gonna have. Let's be on time.
Yeah.
Let's open up. If we say we're gonna be there at 8 and the door's gonna be
Oh,
open,
Lord Jesus.
We get there at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Oh, get your stuff ready. Have your place presentable. Presentation. Have a great attitude. You might not even want to be there today. Have a great attitude. Thank your customer. Hey man, I appreciate it. If you're busy, don't just have your customer just standing there looking. Hey, excuse me, I'll be right with you. I'm just hung up on something right now, but I'll be right with you. Have a presentation, have some pleasantries about yourself, and also make your product good.
Yeah. Exactly. Keep working on it. Never.
I'm a cook, and I might change my recipes on some 17 different times, but I'm trying to make it better as I go by. So the next time I give it to my people, man, it was good last time, but it's great now. It was good last time, but man, I want another one. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta have presentation. We running a business. Let's just stop calling it black business and minority business. We running a business.
And to piggyback off of you, it's all about networking. Like you have to network. Like he has a catering business. I'm DJing. A lot of times when I see people, I'll be like, hey, take me for a call. Because he do catering. Hey, this, and I go support him. And I go support other black businesses. And a lot of times, we have you can create an expo where you call all businesses out to sell a product. And have an expo. It's all about networking. And all about showing love to the other business.
I agree with
networking, promote.
I agree with that.
What's that? I'm gonna piggyback on that because first of all, if you're gonna be in a business of any kind, if you're gonna be a small business owner, you have to ask yourself how many small business owners do you know that are members of the Small Business Association? Okay. Well, just like there is a Small Business Association, there is a Black Small Business Association. And then there is a Black Texas Small Business Association. Then there's a Houston Black Small Business Association. You need to join those associations. That's where you're going to get your networking. That's where you're going to meet other people that are like-minded.
And to speak on that, but people that don't know, you have to educate them.
Exactly.
Because you might be able to teach me something that I didn't know.
But don't go in saying, well, why should I pay $250 in dues a year? What they gonna do for me? Go in now with the mindset, just like what President Kennedy said. Just like what President Kennedy said when he said, "Don't ask what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." Go in now with the mindset of, what can I do for this association? How can I and my business make this association
better? Because in the long run, it's gonna help you.
Exactly. In the long run, it'll help you.
That's true. So
because I've gotten job off him recommending me. He's networked with some people that I've been at one of my functions. So it's networking, bringing your card out, and make sure you put money back into your business. Now I understand some small businesses like you have bills to pay, but after you take care of your bills, you just can't. I'm gonna buy some aluminum pans and then you got a catering job. Well, for me, I'm just saying on my side, I got a catering job. I've been using these aluminum pans for 10 years. I ain't went up.
You gotta buy some new.
I ain't went upgraded. Got me some chafing dishes. I might get, and also this one also went up because I made the mistake once before. I took a job that was too big for me at the time. It was too big for me.
We all have.
I wanted to do it because I feel like, okay, if I get the job and I put the product out there right,
but then it was a big downfall.
Because the food didn't come out like it was decent, but it didn't come out like I wanted it.
And if you feel it's too big for you, then call your other friends.
That's where the networking come in and help me.
A
lot of times that be a problem.
Because they don't.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole different topic. Because that means you spend money with somebody. And that causes problems with, especially if two small businesses badly making it. Well, this what you get.
What I'm gonna get out of the mentality.
Instead of saying this, both of us presenting our food, we both up here, we both in here, we both getting paid. And we can spread. Somebody might like his food more than might like mine. Somebody might like. We both network. We both out here.
Absolutely.
All right, that was good. I'm gonna go back to that with my next question. But for those of you that have come in or that are new to this platform, my name is Tiffany. I'm a social worker by trade, and I have here with me today not only my talker partner, Kinshay Saxton, but in the lab, podcast, these gentlemen here also have a podcast, and they also talk about some of the same topics, but just in a different format, if you could say.
We've been the whole round shit with it.
we straight to the point.
We don't hold that
It's
back.
off the cut, but it's. I like that it comes from a male's perspective. Number one, I think that you guys' platform brings a lot of awareness to topics that need to be talked about. And I like that it's in a barbershop setting.
Right.
I always tell my nail technician she need to write a book because she has some stories that she can write a book and put out on there.
He been wanting to do a show. He been wanting to do a
show.
So I think it is a perfect platform to bring and to showcase what we as a minority need to be talking about. So this is our first collaboration together, but I'm sure in the future it'll be many more. And it's been some time coming. So
we gotta do the round table.
Yes, we need to do a round table.
We're going to invite you on our show where y'all get loose. You a social, you was church, but you're looking for a man, so you might be able to help you out. We're gonna bring y'all on.
No,
y'all
get it twisted. She work at 3 churches.
You work at 3 churches. So we're gonna have to bring y'all on to our platform.
Covered by the blood.
I got some in the refrigerator.
We got another church man over here.
We got another church man over here too. I'm gonna let you. When he wants to calm me down, he tries to play a little music. Oh man, it'd be so funny. He started playing Amazing Grace. Anything to get him to calm him down. And then the kid boy about to ask to calm down.
You don't know he working there.
No, he don't even know.
I be like,
it'd be funny to me because he just changed the whole subject.
Change the atmosphere. That's what
Yeah.
That's right. Well, something that you guys just brought up that is important to me that I don't think we as a people put enough into is our own value. And the value of not only our money, but the value of our presence. And you talked about that in just a minute ago when you was talking about, I've taken on jobs where may have been, too much for me, but maybe would have been right for the next person. Why do we find it so hard to say, hey, in this moment of vulnerability, I need help?
Because
too much pride for one.
Too much pride, and also it goes back to what I was saying. They created us to competition.
So you feel like you had something to prove?
Yeah, I did, because I was new business. I to myself, I wanted to prove I can do this job, I can make the job right, and then also I wanted to prove, you start job. People will cheer you. Hey, I went and got a job. Hey, that's great. I started my bit. Yeah. Be careful with that, man.
We were divided and separated.
We taught to be workers
hundreds of years ago, and it's generational, over and over again, and we have not broken. We haven't broken the curse.
I have a question. Do y'all really think that that's something that's just with our culture? Because when it comes to business, that's what it is, competition. And so I'm thinking white people are
okay. Well, I put it like this. I put it like this. I put it like this. It's different types of competition because they will eventually work with each other.
I heard a businessman.
They will eventually work with each other.
I heard a businessman say this on. I was watching some show about how they built the wealth of the nation. I might not like you, but I can do business with you because our interests are the same. We're trying to get money, but I don't have to put all my eggs in one basket. Just because we have this.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna put it on paper. We're gonna do it like
these are the rules.
This
is how the contract.
These are the rules. If you don't
we ain't gonna go in with no handshake. We're gonna go in. If you violate this, I get this. If you don't live up to this expectation, you get this. And then they do business. They and then what they do, they marry into each other's family. I never knew this until the Firestone ties were going on. I never knew Firestone and Ford were married into the same family. I never knew that.
Sears and Roebuck. You go over and over again. See Sears and Roebuck. That's a whole different story because they divide.
They divide.
They separate. They got rid of Roebuck.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
I remember.
A lot of people don't know.
But I never knew that until they was having the problem with the Ford. I never knew that they married. And I did some research that they married to each other's family. Okay, you have a rubber company. I manufacture cars. Perfect.
Yeah.
We can feed each other.
All the time.
And they have but they put it on. And you see what Ford did when they started messing. They blamed it on Firestone. But what they did, they stopped selling Firestone to change to Bridgestone. So they still getting the money.
Well, for me, and this may just me being blinded, but I do feel like that it may be amongst other cultures where where there's competition amongst each other. But I feel like it's more prevalent within our culture.
It is.
And I say that because it's not, and I mentioned this in the last show, like I have a friend of mine, she made a comment that, and it was years ago, that kind of rubbed me a little bit the wrong way, but she said that she has certain friends for certain things. So she has certain friends that she'll go party with, certain friends she'll go to church with, certain friends that she'll invest with.
I understand that.
But for me, that's not in our peer group. Like we was talking about last night. When I kid you not, like last night we talked about everything, what was on the news. We was partying together, what we gonna do next year. We're traveling together, what we doing for the kids. And at the end of the night, we just all sitting around talking. We start talking about how we need to invest together. And I think we've had that conversation multiple times. How, we all make too much money to not invest in each other and not invest together. So we're looking to be able to purchase wealth for ourselves amongst our peer group, not just to be able to say, oh, I got this and you got this, but this is something that we've had together, that we're building generational wealth, that we can show our children that this is the standard that we've set and this is what we expect of you guys. And that's not the same thing that you see in different cultures. You may see it in like the Philippine family I was telling you about, how they all live together to a certain extent, but it's not in ours.
I have one of my wife's friends, she's Haitian. And I'm a firm believer that we have to stop kicking our kids out the house when they're trying to get out.
Well, no, you don't let them go until they're ready.
Till they're ready.
Yeah.
And then
You
what?
taught me that.
Don't let them go until they're ready.
What I seen her family do, they didn't want her to move out until she bought a home.
Yeah.
You have to be
Bought
ready.
a home.
Yeah.
When she finished school.
Yeah.
And then they gave her so much money to help. So we be so happy. We be so, hey, you 18, get on right here. Oh, we so
that's
ready
how
to
we
get.
was brought up.
Oh, you so ready?
My dad was big on that. 18, get out.
Are you so ready? Are you so ready to get from under that thumb? You so ready to get from under that thumb that you move out. You don't have no idea how to pay no bills.
Yeah.
You don't have no idea.
How to run no bank account, how to make no money.
I was breaking it down to my niece because she turned 18, she graduated. She want to go. I'm saying, okay, how much money you make at your job? Okay, you make, just say, at the time she was working at, she was working at Marco's Pizza.
She making that.
She was making less than that. And she and her partner, they talking about getting up. I say, okay, well, you gonna go back to the hood, right? Okay.
Yeah,
the average requirement $800. Between both of y'all, that's for something to change. You still got lights, you still got food. Oh, you got all, you gotta pay. Yeah, the lights that you clicking on right here, that ain't free. The AC you sucking up, the food you eat, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
So but they don't let most cultures don't let their kids go until they're ready. My auntie did that with my cousin. She didn't want her to move out till she was ready. So when she moved out to the court, my auntie gave her all the furniture, pots, pans.
Yeah.
So she never had to come back home.
Yeah.
We jump out, we gotta come back home.
Yeah.
I came back home 3 times.
Because you put them out before they're ready. They coming back.
Yeah, I think and Pops taught me that because I was big on that certain thing. I was like, when my child turned 18, you need to be on your way.
She coming back.
But
coming back. And then she coming back and y'all ain't gonna get along because she been on her own.
Yeah,
I was never put in that position. Like my mom didn't force me to get out or anything like that. I moved out on my own, and I've been fortunate enough to not have had to go back home. Right. But when I did move out, I moved out when I was ready. I had graduated with my first degree. I had a child, but she also, like you said, she had given me my first set of pots. She had given me stuff to build my home. I think it's also important that we show our children those things. Like when my child get a job, she need to know what it looked like to pay a bill. You know,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sit down, like you gotta watch one of our shows to know I was trying to pay the bill. But what we do with my niece, when we get ready to pay them bills, we sit them down and show them. Hey, you see the lights? Why it's $400? You see why I be around here first time I click these things on?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I mean, sit down.
You said damn good.
Yes.
Click. You wonder why I'm around here? Y'all got all these lights on. You in the TV on, but you in the kitchen.
Yes.
The light bill.
Yeah.
We gotta sit them down and show them finance. We so scared to hide the finances.
Oh yeah.
Because we feel like we ain't making it.
Hide the problems.
Yeah, we hide the problems from our family. No, you need to know these problems. These are the problems that we are facing in the household.
And so you'll know how to deal with it when you face it.
You know the.
If You want to hide them from them when they 5, when they're 10. But once they hit 18, you need to
before 18,
you got to show them.
You got to show them
as soon as they can put some money on.
Yeah.
No,
I would say 16.
When they start feeling themselves, you start calling yourself, you want a boyfriend or girlfriend. That's when I need to start showing.
That's when you go.
Because you starting to hit puberty.
Right.
So,
but I'm real quick, Tiffany. I'm about to what you were saying about the friend thing and the group. Well, it's different. You got different friends. So I understand what your friend was saying, because what it is that what y'all was doing last night, talking about investing, putting your money somewhere, that's your circle. But what your friend was saying about I have friends that I do this, and that, those are associates. It's a difference. You have a close-knit circle that you can trust, that you can do anything with, that you can get your last dollar to or get your last dollar from. But you have associates where you know how that person is.
So I'm gonna bring him here.
With her, with him, I just go kick it with him. Because he throw it out. But he not coming to my house.
I don't bring everybody.
My circle coming to my. You understand what I'm saying? So my circle coming to my house. So it's a difference. It's a circle and it's associates.
Because one of my friends, he know he can call me. He can be at work. Hey, Jay, man, I need you to start this food for me. The door open.
Oh yeah.
That's your circle.
Some people. No, you can't come to my house. No,
not there. I don't even want you there.
So it's a difference.
I don't want you there because I don't even want you knocking at my door.
It's a level.
I don't want you around my wife. I don't want you around my kids. None of that. But it's a certain circle that they can walk in your house and open your kitchen, your refrigerator.
You ain't said that to them.
And that's that circle that's going to call before they come anyway.
Hey, bro, you at the house? I'm riding.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the neighborhood.
I'm in the shower, bro. When you get here, the door unlocked.
Yeah, exactly.
It's levels.
Absolutely.
Well, I got a key in the code. So
you in that circle. So you in that circle. That's what I'm talking about.
Also, we need to teach our children that when you do start your own business, you need to put away a safety net, because you're going to have to invest into your business, just like Jack was saying. You're going to have to invest into your business. How do you know when a black person got some money?
Everything.
I'll tell you. You're gonna see their brand new car,
and they go back to what?
Or that brand new paint job on the car, or those brand new seats, or those brand new rims and so forth.
That goes back to saying what Tiffany was saying about the government knew what they was doing when they did that.
But did they take that same kind of money and get some new countertops, get some new cabinets?
Go back to what I just said about my pants.
About your pants.
Investing into their house to keep it working, because you can't just buy a house and everything's going to work all the time.
Right.
You're responsible.
It's going to break.
You're responsible
for
to
have to fix it. Plain and simple.
I'm really enjoying this, man. We need to have more women on our show.
Oh, Amber's getting soft. Amber's getting soft over there.
Let me give a couple of shout outs really quickly.
Let me give some shout outs.
So I see Jamaica has come in. Hey Jamaica, thank you for joining us. I see Delana has come in. Thank you for joining us. I see Aristocrat. Is it as book?
Aristocrat?
What? Ass book phone. Aristocrat ass book phone.
How you doing, brother?
Hey, welcome. I see my niece Heaven, who was also a part of that conversation last night, joining in. So thank you guys for coming in. Make sure that as you're coming in, if you have any questions or concerns, make sure you also drop them in the comment section below, and we'll be sure to shout you guys out and also be able to bring awareness to what you have going on as well. So my last kind of question that I have, because we talked a lot about, the opposite side of everything. I want to be able to end on a note on how we can bring awareness to know how do we elevate, how do we bring and leverage the value of our own kind? How do we entice our people to buy into black wealth, to invest in black wealth, to want more for our wealth?
Can I start this one, bro?
Go ahead, because I got a good one too.
Okay. with that one, I think you have to show. I'm not talking about for its flash. You have to show success.
Yes.
Success has to be shown for people to buy into it.
Yeah.
That's with anything. Nobody wants to go into nothing knowing they're going to just be doing this for 20 years and not making no money.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I say showing success, I mean showing success by coming back to the community doing outreach. Now it ain't got to be on that deep of a level, but coming back, finding that kid, finding a couple kids in the neighborhood that you know want somebody like, hey man, come work for me. I can't pay you what you think you should be paying, but I'm gonna give you a chance to network. I'm gonna give you a chance to
give you opportunity.
Give you opportunity, and now you can take this opportunity and move it forward. Because I love to cook, and I had a chef. I started out washing dishes. The man seen that I was always paying attention, and he made me cut all the vegetables for like 2 months straight. Wouldn't let me do nothing else. But he seen I had, so he told me, come here. That's why I love pasta now. He showed me how to make Alfredo sauce from scratch. He worked with me, and he seen that I had it, so he let me do what I did.
Thank you for
that. But what I'm saying by that, if you see something in a kid, it starts with the next generation. We always, like our parents always told us, you have to be 3 times smarter than them. We have to work 3 times harder than them. So now we need to teach our kids. We got to go back to teaching our kids values, morals, principles, and come back, show success. When I say show success, take them to your house when they have a barbecue. You know they take them, let them see. Hey man, you can accomplish it. I might not have the big old. I might be driving a little old 2 Ford. But look at my house. Look at. I'm investing into my home. My family. Show them success. With success being shown, then they want to do better. Because when we were growing up, most of the dudes that had success was the dope dealers. All you ever seen your old man go to work. Your old man went to work. He was if he had a blue collar job, he broke down. He complained. He mad. He angry.
The dope dealer had the cars, the women, the money, the rims.
But we never knew
we never knew there wasn't no substance behind it.
But he was always fly happy. Old man come home, or mama come home. Why you ain't clean up?
That's frustration.
I ain't done nothing to you all day. I just said hello.
But he took care of business.
I heard it said that wealth is quiet, rich is flash.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
wealth is generational.
Wealth is generational. I think we need to be able to get to a point also to be able to not have our kids to start where we started, but start with something more, and being able to, like you said, to show them. I truly believe if I can show my child what this hard work look like and what it pays off to be, then that gets her in the mindset to say, if my mama can do it, I know I can do it because I have way more resources for her to be able to start and do it.
And going back to the community, like, it's not only about your kids, it's about that kid that don't have a dad. And I'm say like me, I'm in the barbershop. I've had kids come to me and say, or I'm DJing a party. They don't have a father figure. So I've put a lot of kids, and this is no bragging or nothing, but I put a lot of kids and a lot of youngsters on game as far as DJing, as far as being a barber, as far as being an entrepreneur, because they'll come to me and ask me questions. And it's your job as that entrepreneur to give back to them and teach them. Even if they're not your kid, you may be helping them for the long run. So what you do is you show them what to do and talk to them about what to do, but you also tell them that it's not going to be easy. How many times you fall out? You're gonna fall out, but you got to pick it back up and keep going. And I always believe in it. So what you just got to give back, and you got to teach, and you got to educate, no matter who it is. But you have to do that in your community. It's your responsibility to do that in your community, whether it's your kid or somebody else's kid. Because if they're reaching out to you, they mean they
it's lacking something.
Right,
they
it's
saw
lacking
something
at home.
And they want to ask questions. Like when you go back to you want to start your kid off like with my catering business. My son probably gonna take it way further. He know how to cook. But he taught me that now you need to do this on Instagram. Now take this picture, show it like this. So
for real,
he's helped. No, for real, he's helped me.
Right.
Because they got a different mindset than we do. So and the computer generation, that's their generation. Like before we had beepers, you couldn't even take your beeper in school. Now they let them use their phone, so that's their generation.
He said beepers. He didn't say pagers. You know what the beeper is? Talk to the audience in the back. You know what the beeper is?
He know what the beeper is. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Their generation is they're much smarter with technology. So with that being said, he could probably take the business way further than I ever could with the guidance and knowledge. Hey, I got the food part of the game, son. If you take the business part of the game, he might be able to take away. Well, I just might have one store. He could probably take it toy store. You never know. And it just ain't nobody else. I got nieces that I want everybody to eat off what I built. That's what I want. I want to be able. I want generational wealth.
Yes.
Rich, you can be broke. The next generation can mess that up.
Rich and broke in the same year.
But I also think black business owners need to look at their products that they use and that they sell. Meaning, yes, working with, hiring another black person, another black company to do something when you have your personal events and stuff, that's nice and all. But what about the products that you're using in your business or the products that you're selling? Well, look on the back of those products below the directions. Where are they made? Who owns those companies? Are they made in the U.S.? Are they made overseas and so forth? Are there any black companies out there making that same product? If you're a barber or a hairstylist, well, you're using oil sheen every day. Are there any black oil sheen companies out there that you can purchase and use in your business?
I'm not gonna lie, he has a point with that because my wife is natural. And I looked up some of the stuff that said African, it's owned by Asians.
And they not make.
It's owned by Asians. So my wife literally had to sit back. She had to go find that was black. Like this is my thing with let's stop calling black business once again. But a business, if you got to go out your way 10 minutes to help them, you're not just helping them. You're helping yourself because the more we're respected for our money and our dollars, the more the Asian community has street signs up with their thing. But you know what? They don't really participate in the voting. But you know what they do? They go out and buy their community. And they support within each other.
That's true.
They support within each other. And ladies, it's black on. It's black on.
Do also.
Yes, that they do. It's black on beauty shop, not beauty shop, beauty salons out here. It's black on nail shop.
Yeah.
And stop going in there with the attitude because you don't. You know what I'm saying? Keisha went there. You ain't like the way. Man, give these people a chance.
Yeah.
And now they continue. I read
somebody else didn't like.
I read something on Instagram the other day. McDonald's mess up your order all the time. You keep going back to them. You keep going back to them. Now I had a black-owned cleaners by my neighborhood. I just stopped going to them because they had messed up my clothes like 4 or 5 times in a row. But you know what I said? No, it's black-owned. Let me go in there. Let me talk to them. Yeah. Communication. Let me go in there and talk to her and tell her why I stopped coming. Because
they damaged them?
No, they didn't damage it. Just they put starch in my jeans. I can't be walking around looking like that no more.
That's so late 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, I can't do that no more. So, and then.
And so when you talk to them,
when I go back in there, I'm gonna go back in there and talk to the lady because she does her alterations are great. Yeah. So if you got to go 5 minutes out your way, 10 minutes out your way to support that business, it's black-owned detergent companies out here. I told my wife this.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I told my wife this other day. I got to stop talking and walking. If we got to get it, if it got to be delivered to us, okay, cool. But I'm gonna give them some of my money. Okay, and they got 7 black-owned banks out here. Yeah. In the United States, we need to. Even if you don't put all your money in there, because I said I'm gonna do it. Put some money in there. I'm gonna start me an account off with the basic account they can get, and I'm gonna have me some money in front of them. Yeah. Because if they disappear, we have no pool no more. Yeah. So we have to open more of them. We have to get our money circulating in the right way, not a bad way. Yeah, I want to flash. I like to shine. I like to look good too. But I also want my community to shine and look good. I want money coming through. I want money coming through my door on a constant basis. Yeah. I want my black community to finally, let's use this as a. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, pass down, Bush. We gonna get Tiff.
I'm sorry, Tiff. I apologize.
We gonna get Tiff. I apologize. See, this is what happens. We gonna get Tiff back. Let's show. Okay, pass down, Bush.
I apologize.
Black Panther.
Well, but that was really good. And the only thing that I had left was to be able to give a couple announcements. So I'll let you start off with giving your testament, and then Shay, if you want to give your testament, that's how we'll wrap up the show.
Well, I'm about to what's the testament? Church of the Wild.
I just gotta say, but the Church of the Wild. What's a testament? One man don't stand by our show.
Well, my name is Jerry Ambush. I'm the co-owner of Snadden's Catering. Where we do food better than your grandma. Might make you want to slap her. I'm the most radical, ratchet dude you ever gonna meet in your life.
Absolutely.
I love my community. I love my fellow black men,
passionately,
female. Let's do better. Let's get better and be better.
What about you, Shay? What's your testament for today?
Girl, I loved it all. But I'm thinking, I'm just gonna say this: we're better together. So if we can support our Black businesses, if we can support business, period, let's have a business mindset. My pastor who passed away used to say, if we're like crabs in a bucket, we can't get to the top because everybody's trying to get there. Yeah. But if we attach to each other, then we can get there.
Throw each other
out of there. But we don't have that mindset. So better together is my
I got one something I want to show. See this? Like she said, we better together. See what this equals? We separate. What that equals.
And I'm gonna tell you, divided we fall.
What about you?
Divided we fall.
I would say try to ignore the positive as much as you can, and try to ignore the negative. I'm sorry. Try to ignore the negative.
My cup.
Try to ignore the negative as much as you can and focus on the positive, because if you go into work every day with a negative feeling, you're going to have a bad day at work.
Amen.
I remember when I worked in customer service, I did not like getting upset before when I'm on my way to work or right before I go to work. I would tell my family, hey, if it's about to be an argument, I don't want to hear it. I'm about to go to work. I have to deal with customers. So I don't want to hear that. We'll deal with it when I get home. So try to stay focused and stay positive. And when negative things happen, do like track stars do. Just jump over that hurdle and keep on running.
Yeah. That's good. Today has been awesome.
Yes.
And I appreciate you guys for sharing
this platform. Thank you for
with me.
I've been trying to get on here for a minute. He's been on here a couple times. But I know that's pop, so.
You jealous?
Yeah, I was.
Well, we appreciate you guys, and of course you guys will definitely be welcome back. My testament for today is just as all of these guys have echoed, for us to remember our own value and elevate that value. We as a people need to truly learn our self-worth. And when you learn your self-worth, when you know better, you do better. This pandemic, everything that has transpired in the last past couple of weeks, for me and my eyes, have elevated us to a point where we have a new hustle, have a new support amongst each others. And I want to see that increase. I want to see that go further. We always end the show by saying to keep talking. And that's not just a hashtag for us. That is a mindset for us. So I encourage people to keep talking community, keep talking culture, keep talking riches, keep talking wealth, and not just in your peer group, but amongst your people. I mean, amongst your friends, amongst your family. Use your platform for something that will elevate your culture and elevate something that you value. And that should be your culture. So a couple of announcements for Tiff Talks. This will be the Tiff Talks last live episode for the summer, but our next episode, talk partner Kenneth is going to be taking over for our Father's Day.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm coming.
So for our Father's Day edition, I cannot be held responsible for what happened on the show.
Oh my God, this is going to be blessed.
But I hope y'all will rock with us. I'm looking forward to a lot of men not only participating but being a part. I don't know what he has up under his sleeve, but I'm sure it will be something great. And we're also going to be working on something for next month, which is the month of July and my birthday month, which is Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, which is something very near and dear to my heart. So my team and I are going to be working on something for that. So there'll be more details to come about that. And then the second quarter of Gold Sisters is going to be at the end of June, and Kinshay and I are working on something for that. It's going to be completely virtual, so it'll be a different experience, but it will be just as much impact in regards to not only what we're bringing to you guys for the topics, but it'll also be something fun with games and such. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching today. Make sure that you keep talking about the conversation that we shared today. Make sure that you share this platform and this footage, and we will see you soon.
Let me say one thing. One thing.
Yes.
Change the narrative.
Yes, you know what I'm
Change the narrative.
Yes.
Change the narrative and continue to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Change the narrative. Invest in yourself.
Yeah.
And follow us on
Social media.
YouTube, In the Lab Live Podcast.
Yes.
All one word.
And can I say one more thing? I can finally let my roof off.
Hey man, listen. Let her end the show. We're not gonna do this today.
I didn't say
Let her end the
I
show.
just said, can I say one thing? I'm turning it back over to the young
That's
lady.
it. 30 seconds. You gotta cut
Oh
him
my
off.
God.
End the show. We good.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
We out.